guys, what is good? Thank you so much for once again stopping back by. I really do hope that you're going to enjoy today's video so that you can keep coming back for more. In today's video, as you guys can already tell by the title, I'm super excited. We are going to be doing a seafood mukbang. This video is sponsored by Dash Kitchen. Shout out to Dash Kitchen for this amazing. I haven't tasted obviously, but it looks absolutely can't wait to dig in. To be doing our boss babe talks, and in today's session of being a boss babe, we are going to be talking about being an elegant woman and what it takes to become an elegant woman and the traits you need, I think you need to pose, etc. So yes, this video was suggested, and when I saw this video I was like, baby, you asking me about elegance, so that means when baby girl looks at me she sees elegance. Thank you, sis, thank you very much. So yes, we will be talking about that. What I'm having is called the Just For Me seafood platter. So in here there's basically 2 lobster tails, there's 6 prawns, as well as 6 mussels, and then obviously there's like additional things. I see boiled eggs, I see sausages, I see corn. It's about to be a party. And then I have lemon as well, and this is the cream and lemon butter, of which I think I'm absolutely gonna love, and I will be downing this meal with my iced coffee from I'm loving it, McDonald's. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I've been waiting. It's giving. It's giving. Giving. They also deliver the food, you guys, so delivery fee ranges with, of course, where you are, but for my area, so if you're around Musgrave, I think Central, it's 70 bucks. So obviously these are my Durban hands, but I know that Dash Kitchen also works for like PMB people as well as Durban. I will leave their details in the description box as well as their Instagram page so that you guys can definitely get into contact. And the menu is amazing. You're not just restricted to this platter, but anything seafood you will definitely find at Dash Kitchen. Anyway, getting into our topic, we talk about elegance. We're talking about, isn't this right? Okay, basically, what if you had to ask me, elegance is all about feeling good, it's all about looking good, it's all about smelling good, it's all about doing good. It's also very internal. Obviously these are my opinions, so you may not necessarily like agree with everything, of which is understandable, like you don't have to, but I think everything that I share on this channel is my thoughts. It's what I've witnessed or just generally believed in. So elegance is your own standard of living. It's your own standard of beauty. It's your own standard of looks, if I may keep it like that. It's, you have to define it for yourself, you know. You can't look at somebody else and define elegance. You can't look at Mihlali and say that's elegance. Yet, by the way, Mihlali is just an example. Yet you and Mihlali come from different backgrounds, are doing different things, are influenced by different things, even earn differently financially, like are at different provinces for that matter, or different countries. Like you can't determine your elegance to somebody else according to somebody else. You define your own elegance. Me, I always say what is on the inside matters way more than what is on the outside. Like So hard. Under any situation, under any circumstance, for me, the inside will always matter more. I don't think the outside can be beautiful and glamorous and whatnot and elegant for that matter if the inside is nonsense, if the inside is you're a bad person, if the inside is dark. So I really think automatically if you're beautiful on the inside, you'll be beautiful on the outside. You will be elegant on the outside. If the internal you is elegance, you will pose that even on the outside. Elegance is more than just like, what do you wear? Where do you dress from? Who do you scheme with? The places you go to. I really believe that it starts from the inside first. I really believe that elegance comes from within. You know, it comes from your true self. Who are you on the inside? Do you pose that elegance on the inside as well? Elegance is confidence. I don't think you can pose elegance if you're not confident. I think the first thing that, or the first step to elegance is being confident and being sure in yourself and who you are and the things that you want and the things that you do. I think I overheated my food because, you know, when ukbaba, like chilliness, is mixed with heat, it becomes 10 times more hot, if that makes sense. Dash is definitely the seafood master he thinks he is. I don't even know if the actual person is called Dash, but the name of the company or restaurant is Dash Kitchen. Umuntu uyena Dash noma owner ngasubona phambili, but it's Dash. By far the best seafood I've ever had. Anyway, you know, I was still saying with the elegance is confidence. Elegance is the way you speak. It's the way you carry yourself. What comes out of your mouth. As I was saying, it's more than just looking good. It's more than just the clean face beats. It's more than just speaking well. It's the things you decide to consume. What do you spend your time on? What are the things that build you and influence you as a person? You know, those are all the things that contribute to internal elegance, which then poses, how do you speak? How do you act in conflict? Elegance doesn't show through beauty only. It doesn't show when things are going well only. Sometimes when you are like you are in conflict, how you handle situations and how the things you decide to entertain and not entertain, your responses, your reactions, all contribute to your elegance. You know, speaking highly of others poses elegance. I don't think you can be a person who's elegant who then stamps on other people or looks down on other people or speaks ill of other people. But then again, it also goes mukuti, who's judging that elegance element and from what perspective. I'm talking about elegance from my perspective. I mean, I don't care how good you can look. If you talk nonsense, I see no elegance. If when all you talk about is negativity, all you talk about is just cruel stuff, like internally you are a mean person. I don't care how flawless you look, how nice of a banging body, whatever the case is, whatever the social aesthetic of elegance is, no matter how much you meet it. For me, if the internal is rubbish, I see no elegance. Everything else is rubbish, including the good looks. Even look iqanda lakhona ngathi angazi ngathi akulona leli lenza esilenza la endlini ngathi libhoyelwa ngomshini nakhona nayo umshini lo sinawo sonke egg boiler ngathi angazi li-flavored. Anyway, there's something that I kept when growing up. My mom instilled it in me. If you don't have anything nice to say, valala, keep quiet. In any situation to anyone, no matter how close, no matter how, I'm not saying, let's not be honest to each other if we're friends or in whatever relation, but yes, constructive criticism is very important, but sometimes it's not needed. And especially if your criticism is not constructive, believe me, it's not needed. If it's not constructive and if it's just your opinion on whatever I'm doing, if it's not gonna better me, leave it. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't even comment on this video. Don't get into the habit of whatever I say is good, it poses good energy, and if it doesn't do that, it's not worth being spoken. All of that for me is a trait of elegance. Knowing when to keep quiet, being selective of the things you do, the places you go to, for me also determines elegance. But of course, this is for Asi. This is according to me. You don't have to necessarily agree, but I'm talking about me, child, right? Okay, now let's talk about body parts. Let's talk about the outer look of elegance. Elegance, go back clean my like I can't even stress this enough. Elegance goes tanda. Go back intombi mayibe clean. Elegance nje akwazi ngashaya uqinta mbami ungagezile. Elegance doesn't need to be shown to the world. If you're elegant even in your own space, you know? Like you can't only, for instance, only comb your hair if it's a puma. Then we talk about elegance. When I did that pedal so long, every talk about elegance, please, that's elegance for the aesthetic. That is elegance for the looks. You don't have to have a weave in order to be elegant. Your braids, as long as they're clean, that is elegance. Your natural hair, that is elegance. Let's talk about skin. Yes, I'm not saying everyone is fortunate enough to have, skin-free issues. Some people do suffer from acne, pimples, and whatnot, and that is perfectly okay. That has nothing to do with elegance. But now do your part, drink your water, take care of your skin whatever way that you can, the best way that you can, the way that you can afford. But invest in your skin, man. Invest in face washes, invest in toners. Invest. Same thing with oral hygiene. Invest in having a nice smile. Invest in having always a clean mouth, white teeth, going to the dentist twice a year, things like that. Makeup does not mean elegance. You don't even need to own a mascara to be determined as elegance. But basically, the elegance is standard. Elegance is things like that. You are what you put in. Your body is exactly what you eat. Your body is exactly what you consume each and every single day. So you can't be eating junk food every single day and then expect to look a certain way that's going to be deemed as elegant to your own self. So the little that you can do, things like, what am I consuming? Be mindful of that. Every single day. So, the little that you can do it. Another thing about elegance, we can't run away from the fact that elegance, baby, has a lot to do with personality. Don't change who you are, so your personality per se, to fit the traits of being elegant. Elegance, go back at English, it's influenced by where you come from, places you've been, your own teachings. So we all have a different view to elegance, determined by a mover. So elegance has nothing to do with changing ubuwena, but it all has to do with being more mindful of ubuwena, being more mindful of the things that you project onto others, being more mindful of the things that you speak. Not to say now elegance umuntu othulayo, noma elegance umuntu ophaphile, noma elegance umuntu ohlala nabangani bakhe kuphela. It has nothing to do with you. If you are an extrovert, you're an extrovert. If uzithulela uyazithulela, and it doesn't mean that if uzithulela you're not elegant, or abantu abathulayo phela aba elegant. Also, another thing that I want to highlight is that elegance has nothing to do with, I guess, status. It has nothing to do with what you do in life. It has nothing to do with when you funde wagcinapi. It has nothing to do with all of that. It all has to do with you and your own caliber, or what you deem as elegance. I always say, Guti, the way I carry myself now, I want my daughter 5 years from now to look at all these videos and be proud. I never want to be or get to a point where I'm deleting things on social media, where there's some things I'm hiding because I don't want to raise a girl child like that, or I don't want my girl child to see that. I don't want to get to a point where I can't redeem or ngikuze my girl child because they have reference to, oh, but your YouTube from 10 years ago, you were doing that, you were doing that. And so for me, elegance is that. Elegance is being able to say, one day, I don't want to look back and say, I shouldn't have done that. I want to look back and say, yo, I lived. I want to look back at this video 10 years from now and still be happy about it, and be happy that, yo, 2021, I once shot a video talking about elegance, you know? So, but then again, excuse, that's me. That's what I deem as elegance. Yours could be different, and that is perfectly okay. Just before I leave, guys, another thing, the things that we post on social media tell us a lot. Lobster taily. Be mindful of that, guys. Be mindful of that. It's even worse now. Everything is determined by social media. Is becoming a very big thing. Even your employers have your social media. They check your social media. It's even worse in this world of ours of, I guess, content creation. Your social media speaks for you. So be mindful of the things that you post. All those things add into how you are looked at. It adds onto how people perceive you. Yes. Yeah. Elegance for me is honesty. Don't give credit where it's not due. You know, like, I feel, especially amongst females, we have this tendency of just because you want to appear as nice, just because you want to appear as a sweet person. Don't give credit where it's not true. You're not entitled, you're not forced if it's dingosingego. But then again, don't not give credit where it's due. Don't let jealousy come into play. But also, if you don't need to mama me. You don't need to compliment or say anything nice if you don't mean it or if you don't see it. That's another thing about elegance. Elegance is honesty. Elegance is integrity. It's standing for what you firmly believe in, regardless of feeling any pressure from anyone or feeling that certain things need to be done or said just so that you'll be deemed a certain way. I know that's right. Okay guys, there's no way I can finish this. I'm full. But I'm definitely not cooking tonight. I'm gonna have my seafood later. Oh guys, one thing about me when eating seafood, I eat the lemons at the end for some awkward reason. The butter sauce, absolutely divine. It's just that there's a lot of sauce happening inside the platter, and for me it's hot, right? And I enjoy hot things, so I didn't really dip much into the butter, but simply because I liked the sauce here more, and I felt like the butter was toning down the spiciness, which is what I was looking for. So I didn't have the butter as much. But if you are a person that doesn't like spicy food that much, then the butter is absolutely something that you're gonna enjoy. Yeah. But yeah, if you are from PNB and Durban, definitely this is the plug for you. If you are craving seafood, this is definitely the plug for you. Yes, they deliver, but you obviously have to like WhatsApp them or place your order rather the day before or a couple of days before, so that you don't get disappointed. But on the day they said they're going to deliver, they deliver, and they communicate with you 30 minutes before, which is super divine. Because I mean, sometimes expecting a delivery doesn't always mean I'm at home, right? So I really appreciate that about Dash's Kitchen, the fact that they notify you 30 minutes before that, baby girl, we coming, so that you can make your way home in time for your delivery, right? Right, I know that's right. Once again, thank you so much to Dash Kitchen for sponsoring this video. Absolutely, I think you guys can tell, like, you guys can tell that I absolutely enjoyed my meal. I'm so glad I wasn't sharing it with anyone. I almost thought about inviting a friend so that we can review, but I'm so glad I didn't, because it means I can also have my food later. But for now, you definitely are a star. I will definitely leave all the details in the description box. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, bye.